You ready? Hey everyone, welcome back to DC MotorWerks. There's a lot of noise in the background, so I apologize, but nothing too specific to look at today. There's lots of different stuff going on. Even I'm back here getting my hands dirty. Just put on a fresh set of gloves, but we're just gonna show you around the shop, show you what everyone's working on today, and hopefully y'all enjoy it.
Hey, this is Paul with DC MotorWerks. Today I'm working on an SLR. It's got issues with braking and also power steering. Fortunately, Mercedes put out a LI a long time ago, and so I'll be going in and replacing the power steering pump. And if you like to come over here, you'll see very quickly that Mercedes did not really give you a lot of time to pull a bunch out of the engine bay. I'm gonna try and cheat it a little bit while, you know, doing a good job, a proper job. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Should be interesting. So whenever replacing a power steering pump, I like to go ahead and replace the power steering reservoir because there's typically a screen inside of them. So especially on pumps that have been confirmed as being bad, it's a good thing to do because there might be metal shavings in there.
Hey guys, I'm Evan Eugenio. I'm a tech here at DC MotorWerks. Got a SL600 behind me. It's a bi-turbo V12. Motor mounts are shot on it, so we're going to go ahead and drop the motor out of the bottom, replace motor mounts, do some other resealings and some other while you're in there, and be good as new.
So someone made switched power to this module with the relay that's killing the soft close function. I don't know why someone would have done that. Maybe there's a current draw or something. We figured it out, got it all working, and we're trying to remove their specialty engineering. This is our beautiful repair. We left the wiring that someone else did, taped it up where it can't cause any harm. I'm not sure why it was there, but I left it in case we need it for some reason later. Double check everything and we'll put the door panel back on.
It's water.
Yes, coolant, yep. Yep, getting every fluid out of it, so we'll drain the oil here in just a second, and recovering the AC because all that'll come out with the engine, so the AC compressor will stay on the engine. We got to pull all the coolant hoses at the back, so we're going to drain both radiators. So there's one on this side, one on the other side. Got the oil lines all underneath we got to remove, so pretty much any fluid that is connected to the car has to come out. Yeah, it's pretty gross. I've got a little bit of a tinge to it. Usually the Murcielagos use pink coolant, not, I really don't know what this is. When the bat wings come up, there's a duct you can see right here covering the front of the radiator. This is an air duct that connects to the bat wing, so when the engine temperature starts to get too high or just needs more airflow, that's when the bat wings come up and allow more airflow into the radiator.
There's not like a switch, it's all done like naturally?
You have both options. There is a switch to put them up. A lot of people like how it looks when they're up. Me personally, I don't. I like them to work when they're supposed to work. And just like this, these were stuck in the up position. And to work on it, you know, you're always leaning over the rear quarter here. So one of the first things I do whenever one comes in is make sure they go down.
Engine itself is fine. Actually, I take that back. It is currently misfiring. And what we have already is a boost box, and this boost box takes place of the ignition module that is usually right here. Currently have it disconnected just for disassembly. And then another reason for it misfiring is it has one new coil pack, which is about $1,500–$1,200 per side, and this side is original. So this is one entire coil pack is sold as assembly. It is made as assembly. You cannot swap out just one coil. It is one entire assembly. And usually while the coil packs are out, due to the complexity of the disassembly, we usually put in spark plugs. You just want to take care of the entire ignition system on these bi-turbo V12s, just because of the amount of labor that it takes to get to that ignition system. So we are removing the engine for a faulty AC compressor along with engine mounts. Engine mounts are the main reason why the engine's coming out. Engine doesn't come out like you normally would think an engine would. It does come out with subframe. And then once it's out the bottom, you lift the engine off of the subframe, replace the motor mounts, and while it's on the table, you also have access to the AC compressor, coolant lines, oil lines, just a lot of, while you're in there, things that need to be resealed and taken care of. Face full of coolant, always fun.
Stuff tastes great.
Oh yeah!
Nice and sweet.
It's a nice creamer for coffee.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
It's like a pre-workout.
Oh yeah, gets you real amped up.
How many quarts does it take?
9.3 if you don't drain the oil cooler. And I'm about to drain the oil cooler here in just a second.
So like I said on the other side, when these are stuck up, it makes it super difficult to work on. So you can imagine if this was up, this one's hinge is broken, which is very likely this could have happened because of this. It's up, and you're trying to work over it here. It makes it super difficult, and it's not a super strong hinge, as you can see. It's not meant to have that much weight on it. So like this one, it was broken. So it's one of the things we're going to fix while it's here is put a new hinge on it, because the motor does work, so it just needs a hinge and it'll be working. I'm trying to get most of it out, because then when I undo the lines at the pump, it's going to be a mess.
Paul, you like working on this first?
I didn't know yet.
Fortunately, I've never had to really work with one of these. The only thing I ever did on what was that, a Diablo? Was welding up some exhaust tips, more or less.
It is only a 5.5 liter. So it's no longer 63, real true 63. Like this one is actually a real naturally aspirated 6.3 liter V8. And they've gone away from that after this chassis. Well, so now they've gone to the brand new 63 motor in the C-Class is a four-cylinder turbo. Prior to that, that's in the 206 chassis. Prior to that, in the 205, they had a hot V motor, which is only 4 liters. Just gone smaller and smaller displacements, but they've added forced induction, so to make up for it. So just their kind of way of, I guess, changing the game a little bit.
Yeah, that's what everybody's doing, right?
That's true. That's true. Everybody's going to go into that, adding your electric assist motors and your turbos and superchargers and all that kind of stuff. So
It's just hard because when these cars were made, a 63
was a real 63. Yeah, real 63. So it's just one of them things.
put it in Cameron's office.